Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Oz, and welcome back to StoneBlock. In the last episode, we were working on getting more power and starting to try to get into a couple different things, namely FluxNetworks and Garden Cloches. So we set up a coke oven right over here. So this is kind of the things we did. Between episodes, oh hey, he's already grown. Good. Let's grab that chicken. And you'll see why in a few minutes. So yeah, so we need to get into Flux Networks just so we can kind of move power around our base a little bit easier, and then we'll kind of progress on and try to get things a little bit simpler with like getting power and all that kind of fun stuff. So today we're gonna work on a bunch of different things. We also killed a wither not that long ago, just because we could. So if we look at our better questing, we've done quite a bit of stuff. We still need to make more and more and more stuff, trying to get a little bit more automation with all of the sifting and all that kind of fun stuff, which will come as we go. So today, the main thing that we're going to work on is trying to get wireless power, aka Flux Networks, and trying to get this Garden Cloche, because those two things together are going to be great. But something else that I noticed is how to get mob chunks for mystical agriculture. So mystical agriculture is all this stuff, which is really awesome. Lets us get so much resources pretty easily and pretty quickly, to be honest. It's just a matter of, well, we need to get more seeds, and we need to get more speed in getting those seeds. So to do that, we're going to use Garden Cloches. Now, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and open these loot bags into here, just to see what we can get, if we get anything good. Probably get a bunch more armor and all that kind of fun stuff, but got some manulin, some draconium. Okay, not terrible. Let's take this stuff out and put it all back. So we have the diamond armor. Let's take the diamond armor out. We have the horse armor, which is also really nice, because that's going to allow us to, we can grind that down to get more stuff, and eventually we'll be able to grind this stuff down as well. I don't know if I want to use a pulverizer or if yeah, we're gonna use a pulverizer, but we need to make a pulverizer first, so that is a thing, so we can crush that down for more diamonds. Let's pop back down, and I want to open a different set of these guys. I want to open the uncommons. So something that's kind of cool that we could do, and we might actually end up doing, is extracting all those bags into a mechanical user and using that to just gain a bunch of loot. Again, don't know if we're going to do it, but something we can do. So this is going to give us a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of random stuff, and just a matter of what are we going to get? Anything good? Fire charm, garden scythe, harvest and replant large areas, Lexicopitanias. Okay, so not really anything I was looking for, but a lot of stuff. So let's just throw all of this stuff in here, and yeah, we'll deal with that kind of stuff later. I think it would be really cool to kind of do that, open all the bags, and then what we can do is stuff that we don't really have much use for in pluralities, like Lexicopitanias, we can just turn into EMC and whatnot. So let's get some, let's see if we can't get some mob chunks, and I want to explain how this works, because I just learned. So in order to get mob chunks, our sword that is amazing will not work. Despite having looting 25, it does not work whatsoever. We need to have a solium dagger. And to get this, we need a mystical stick, which is pretty easy to get. Do we have much of the prosperity shards? We do. So just something like that. There's the mystical stick. And then we also need solium, which comes from smelting solium dust, which requires some new stuff. So we're gonna need the green essence. Let's just go ahead and do something like this. So that was easy enough. We can put this away and that away for right now. And then what we need to do from here is we need this soul dust, which comes from soul stone, which is either soul sand and stone. So let's make 1 stack of that, smelt it up, or you can get the cobbled soul stone, which we can find in the nether, and smelt that up. So we're gonna need 2 ingots worth, which means we need 10 soul dust. So let's just do that, put that all in there, and call it a day. So we'll get back to that in a moment. But before we do anything else, let's go ahead and try to make some of this other stuff. So we need the flux controller, which requires flux blocks. And there's a recipe to get these that's a lot easier than what I thought. And it's called redstone. So we're going to need 5 flux blocks, so we need 5 blocks of redstone. Perfect. And we put those in there as soon as that's done. Can we make the pulverizer? I'd like to make a pulverizer. What all do we need? Everything. Machine gear. I don't have much of my stuff in there, I realize. So let's just grab literally everything in here. And we're going to put all up. Because we have plenty of storage, and we can always expand storage. It's not a problem. So there's the soul dust. We need to keep those guys. So let's go ahead and cook up the flux blocks. And we should be able to get the solium dust now. So 1, 2. Let's take all this essence out. And some of this stuff we need to kind of keep separate for now. Other stuff, not so much. But I just need to cook this guy up, and we'll get the solium that we need. Now what else do we need for this guy? We're going to need 2 more flux, which is more redstone. Can we turn this? No. So we're going to need 2 more redstone cooked up. Let's go ahead and get the dagger, which seems to be... that is weird. It's always weird to me how some things are shaped crafting, even though it doesn't look like they should be. But there's the solium dagger. That is super important. We'll get back to that in a moment. I want to try to enchant that as well. So we need a flux core. So we need 4 more flux. And that should be everything for the controller. Now we're also going to need the plugs and the points, but that's just going to be more redstone. Really should make redstone seeds. Let's work on that. So redstone seeds, we're going to need intermedium and tier 3 crafting. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just grab this. And we'll go downstairs to our mob farm where we have plenty of stuff. Now, can we get redstone any other way? Can we get redstone from loot bags? We can. Uncommon. Or from our actual mob farm. That's also a place. Are arrows full? No. We have a ton of stuff in here. I'm going to have to deal with that sooner rather than later. But for now, we're not going to worry too much about it. What did I come down here for? This stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's go get some seeds. And... can we just turn this into... is it like that? No. I know I should be able to turn these into seeds. It's just a matter of how. Sheep bait. Don't need that. Oh, we need 3. Okay, do we have any more wheat? We might. We do. Okay. So multiple crafting recipes for similar things. So let's go ahead and do this. Now I can't remember. Can we turn those back? We can. And there's that. So intermedium. We make base crafting seeds. And then upgrade them. And there is tier 3. Now what is the highest tier we did so far? Tier 3. Okay, so tier 4 is kind of the next ones. But we're not going to worry about that yet. So do I have 3 redstone. I have 1 more piece of redstone in here. I know I have a little bit more, so that's not too much of a concern, but we do need to get more redstone, and that will help. So with redstone seeds, let's go ahead and grab the rest of the redstone. Let's grab the flint out of there. So flint can go in there. What all do we have? We need... Do we seriously not have... Oh, I didn't grab the 10. Alright, we'll wait on that. So let's go ahead and start working on... So there's all the flux that we're going to need. Can we get the flux core? We're going to need one of these guys. There's the flux cores, and there is the flux controller. Perfect. Let's just go ahead and put this right there for right now. And we need to create a new network. We're going to call this main, if I can type. And we're going to create it. Player inventory, okay. Network statistics. There's nothing really going on with the network yet, but now there is a network. So that is the most important block, and I believe we can break this and move it if we want. Let's go ahead and just put it in this corner. So select a network, main. Perfect. So this is required to create networks. And then everything else just kind of plugs into the network. So we'll get to that in just a moment. Once we get more redstone. And or get more redstone, we're going to need the Garden Cloche. So this is pretty easy to make, other than we need these mechanical components, which easiest way to make them is going to be in the engineer's workbench, which just needs wood and creosote oil. So we're going to take a stack of wood. We're going to grab a bucket of creosote, and we're going to make some of this treated wood. So treated wood is pretty easy. We just need planks. Let's go ahead and just do that, because why not? And there is treated wood planks. Now we're going to need a crafting bench, as well as for the what's it called, the engineer's workbench, we're going to need a fence. So we're going to need some sticks. So like this. Yes. And we need more treated wood. So we're going to need to go grab another bucket's worth of creosote oil. Now there are other ways to store the creosote oil that are a little bit easier. Glass bottles, for example, you can use, but not really necessary. So with that taken care of, we should be able to make the engineer's workbench. And there we go. So why do we want this? Well, it's kind of important. So let's put this, I guess, in here for now. Whoop. not up here. In here for now. And this guy is super important. So the next thing we're going to need is blueprints. We're going to need the crafting components blueprints, which will let us make vacuum tubes and mechanical components. Now, that is made with some paper, gunpowder, copper, and lapis. So nothing too difficult there. Let's grab all of this stuff that we can. And we're going to need a little bit more of stuff, but let's go ahead and put all that stuff in there. Okay, so once it stops lagging, we'll get back into this. Okay, so we need the blueprint. We're going to need lapis and paper. Now lapis is easy enough. We only need one of these blueprints. But paper is questionable. I don't know if we have any paper. We can make some. So let's go ahead and just make 3 paper. We don't need any of the other blueprints yet. We might later. I don't know. We'll kind of decide later when we get there. So there's the crafting components. And in order to make the Garden Cloche, we're going to need 2 things. We're going to need a vacuum tube, which requires nickel plate, redstone, glass, and copper wire. And then we're also going to need the iron component, iron mechanical component, which is 2 iron plates and a copper ingot. So let's grab a piece of nickel, a piece of iron. We're going to want our hammer, not that hammer. Let's see. We're going to want the engineer's hammer, which is right here. Actually, we're going to need 2 pieces of iron, I realized. So just do this. And we should be able to turn these into plates pretty easily. We're going to need some glass. So glass, we have glass panes in there. Do we have glass laying around anywhere? Not seeing any. Okay, so let's cook up some glass. Alright, so what was the other thing? We need a piece of copper. And let's go ahead and make the components, the iron mechanical components. So we go in here, put the blueprints down, and do this, and we can craft iron mechanical component. Super easy, super cheap, and pretty straightforward. Now later we can make these plates that we need in other ways. So we can metal press them, we can cast them, compact them, or IC2 power stuff. I don't really want to use the IC2 power stuff. But the last thing we need is copper wire, which requires copper plate and shears. And again, there are better ways to make this, but we don't have access to it right now. We'll get there as we kind of go. So, do we have any shears laying around? Don't believe so. Okay. So just go ahead and can we make them out of aluminum? Hey, we can. Cool. And they don't work. Alright, so iron, normal shears. Copper wire, perfect. So we just need the glass, and that's everything. So we come back over here, single glass, this, and redstone gives us 3 vacuum tubes. So we can make 3 garden cloches with this recipe, basically, for relatively cheap. So we just need one more piece of glass. And let's get that going. Put the seeds in there, why not? Put the engineer's hammer in there. And cool. So we should be able to, let's see, we're gonna need some of these flux ducts, but that's not too much of a problem. So we're gonna need leadstone flux ducts. A lot of stuff to do. We need to get this base kind of up and running. That's gonna take so much glass. So let's just make the garden cloche. So right there, we get our first garden cloche. Now this thing is ridiculously powerful. Not even joking. So let's put it down right there. And, oh right, we need water. I forgot about that part. Okay, so can we get that mining upgrade, or is that what it's called? Upgrade. Let's see, where is it? They used to be called World Interaction Upgrades, and they changed what their name. Upgrade mining. So we need upgrade base, resonator. That's a lot of redstone. Okay, so we're not gonna get that yet. I guess let's go ahead, place this down. Right here. We're gonna break all of these guys. And let's just, can't do that. We can't do that. So 1, 2, 3. Can we like? I've got to decide how to do this. We need more redstone, which is the problem. Let's go downstairs and see if we have any more redstone. But once we can get a little bit more power transfer and all that kind of fun stuff, then it'll be a little bit easier. We have a block of redstone. What am I talking about? We're about to get a lot more redstone. So let's make some more leadstone flux ducts. We're gonna need more glass. So let's just cook up all of this guy. And leadstone flux ducts are gonna require some lead, which I don't have in the system yet. And this should work pretty easily once we have a glass. Alright, so let's just make that many. And we're gonna have to do some trickiness, but let's go ahead and put this just right here. And we're going to, for now, do something like this. So this should be getting power now. Why are you not outputting power? Okay, yeah, no, it has power. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. Now we need to put water into it. And this is the like struggle. So we take some water. We're also gonna need a piece of dirt, which we have in here. Apologies for the lag. I swear, here soon I am going to go get more RAM. But then we can put the redstone seeds in there. And if we give it water, F7. Do something like that. How do we get water in here? We're gonna have to pipe water in. So let's get that mining upgrade. And or is there another way we could do it? Fluid ducts. But we need some sort of like container for the water. Do we have, well, we could do a tank. So let's just get a tank or a drum or something like that. And what is something that's nice and cheap and easy? Tank from open blocks. I do like those tanks, but I don't know if that is type we want. Fluid tanks from this is also pretty easy. Let's just make some iron bars. And we'll make a fluid tank. There we go. So, guess let's go ahead and put this like right. This is really like weird. Let's put that right there. Put this back. And give it power. Give it this stuff. And this guy we can push water in there. And then we just have to fill it up. So let's remove that. And that should be working. No. So we can just move this guy over one. When did I get a button? Oh, the button's right there. Transfer node. And that is also not working. Let's try it with just normal seeds. See if maybe mystical agriculture just doesn't work, but it's not actually. It's not accepting the water. Let's put the Garden Cloche like here. Oh, right there. How do we place it? So we put it there. We can rotate it with the hammer. We should be able to. And that should allow us to. I just need to figure out how to get water into this guy. There we go. And it automatically goes in. So now we'll start making redstone seeds. It should. Can break that. And it is growing our redstone. So it's going to require water. Now we can also speed it up with like fertilizer and stuff. But for right now we can just do this. And what we'll want to do is we want to get a decent source of water into this guy. And it's already produced one redstone essence. 2 redstone essence. And just 9 of them will give us 16 redstone. That's a lot. So the more water we can get in there, the better off we'll be. We need to make some watery stuff. Something we can make is an aqueous accumulator. These guys are not too bad to make. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to need a device frame, so we're going to need a copper gear. We're going to need more glass. So there's a device frame. We're going to need 2 iron gears. 1, 2. And finally, redstone servo. Aqueous accumulator. So the way this guy works is, let's put him here. And this is just kind of temporary. We'll put it like that, and then what we can do, this is making such a mess of my area. We just need to put some water around it, and it will produce a lot of water. Now, obviously, once we have enough redstone to make the flux points and all that kind of fun stuff, we're no longer going to have to worry about this. And I think what we're going to probably end up doing is having a bunch of garden cloches for whatever things we want. But yeah, this should go really quickly now. Yeah. So yeah, having a lot of garden cloches for whatever the things we want are. And then we'll have them all hooked up to an aqueous accumulator and pumping water and all that kind of fun stuff, power. And everything will be kind of nice and neat and tidy, and we'll get a ton of essences. So there we go. We have 16 redstone. Let's go ahead and first of all put this away. And put the button back. That doesn't even go there. It goes there. I'll keep the button on me. And let's go ahead and make the flux point. We're also going to need more flux cores, so we need 4 more of these guys. We're going to need a lot more of them, actually. And because we need another flux block as well. So can we get more cores? We need 2 sets of these. 1, 2. And this will give us our flux point. So this removes energy from the flux network. So we can put him right here. And attach it to main. And so now this will send power out to wherever we want. Once we have a little bit more of this stuff, we'll be good. We can add bone meal and stuff like that as well. So let's go ahead and do that. As fertilizer, I believe it'll work with this. We might need to have the actual like special fertilizer. I don't know. But anyways, there's the 4 more flux. We need a little bit of obsidian. So let's I guess let's make just a little bit more obsidian. And I guess that didn't disappear or anything. That was weird. Let's grab that again. And I guess the aqueous accumulator actually outputs it. And it keeps the water there too. We can get more redstone. But now we can do... We need a block. We cook that up. And finally, we just need more flux cores. Wait, I thought I had enough obsidian. I guess I need another piece. And there we go. Huh, I have no idea what that was doing. Anyways, there is the flux cores. There's the flux block. And we should be able to make the plug, which will allow us to move power. So if we wanted to pick up these guys, for example, I could remove that completely and place this right here. Put it on main. And this will power all this stuff. So he's removing power. Why isn't that working? You are on main. Oh, can it not? Let's remove that and then put that there. Why is that not transferring? Because of that. Output. Oops. Didn't mean to hit that. So I'll have to figure this out a little bit. Try to figure out if there's something going on weirdness wise or what. But we can put this right here. Yeah, I have no idea why that's not working. Because, okay, the plug is adding energy, removing energy. Oh, I think I have it other way around. So, the point goes there, and the plug goes there. Let's pick that up, put it here, and now it's full. So that's how it works. I had them backwards. So the points are what we're going to need a lot of, and the recipe of those is a little bit easier, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and do that. And I will tell you guys what, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. Real quick, I just kind of want to see if we can get one of these guys to drop a soul chunk. I do plan on enchanting this with looting. We'll need an enchanter for that, which is going to require dark steel. So I don't know how we're going to get dark steel for right now, because alloy smelter is not a fun thing. I don't know. Ender.io has changed a lot. We could do steel and obsidian. So if I can get some steel, then we can do it that way. So that might be how we get the enchanter. But for the time being, let's put the chicken down and we'll kill it with that. Nothing. And I also got another chicken, so if he's grown up, put him down. No mob chunk. Are you just a normal chicken? Just a normal chicken. No mob chunk. And I think you are the last normal chicken. I also hear Enderman and stuff like that, but no mob chunks. So we'll get looting on that and sharpness and all that kind of fun stuff. And hopefully be able to do some cool stuff with it. So that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time, I think we need to start working on cleaning up everything. And I honestly, as much as I don't want to get into Ender.io all that much, it's really hard to deny how good a lot of this stuff is, the conduits and whatnot. But we can actually avoid a lot of this stuff, I'm realizing. So item conduits we can make, because we make pulsating nuggets in the induction furnace. So we might want to make an induction furnace. And energy conduits, the only one is energetic alloy. So that's something that we might not be able to make as of yet. So that's something to keep in mind. But otherwise, we can get this from energetic alloy seeds, which might not be a bad idea either. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Anyways, this is going to work perfectly fine. Going to keep this going for a little bit. And yeah, next time we're just going to start cleaning up the base. I will probably try to expand up here a little bit. I want to move farming up there completely. And like I said, I don't think I want to use actual farming with this stuff. I think we're going to use nothing but garden cloches, because they're cheap and they're fast and they're awesome. At least for things that we care about. Some of this stuff we're probably not going to ever use, like stone seeds. Don't really need stone seeds. They're convenient, sure, to get smooth stone and other types of stone, but really the only thing, I mean, maybe gravel would be a good way, but smooth stone is about the only thing that's convenient with that. Don't know if we're going to do it that way or not, but we'll figure things out. So anyways, I'm rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!